I did not have words. From a very small city with my broken Hindi, I can speak English today, and because of this very university. So I will begin with this song which we have learnt here, and I think that shows little bit of the social and political environment which exists today. जाने वाले सिपाही से पूछो वो कहाँ जा रहा है, जाने वाले सिपाही से पूछो वो कहाँ जा रहा है, कौन दुखिया है जो गा रही है, भूखे बच्चे को बहला रही है, लाश जलने की बू आ रही है, जिंदगी है कि चिल्ला रही है, जाने वाले सिपाही से पूछो वो कहाँ जा रहा है, खुल रहा है सिपाही का डेरा, हो रहा है मेरी जान सवेरा, कन्हैया is going to come back, वो खुल रहा है सिपाही का डेरा, हो रहा है मेरी जान सवेरा, ए वतन छोड़ कर जाने वाले, खुल गया इनकलाबी फरेरा, जाने वाले सिपाही से पूछो वो कहाँ जा रहा है, जाने वाले सिपाही से पूछो वो कहाँ जा रहा है। जब हम लोग आए साथियों यहाँ पर, हमारे साथ 25 साल पहले, 25 years back, there were many more students like me who had come with fumbling words, जिनके कुछ कपड़े भी फटे हुए थे और वो कपड़ों के सहारे, अपनी टूटी चप्पल के सहारे इस विश्वविद्यालय में प्रवेश करते हैं। और आज वो लोग केवल भारत में ही नहीं, not only in India, but across the world. I can tell you, with my own personal interaction with them at Yale University, at MIT, at Columbia, at Harvard, I have seen with them speaking such fluently and telling them, of course, these topics of nation and nationalism. The people who have raised my social mother, Jawaharlal Nehru University. My social mother, the biological mother sitting who taught me, who socialized me. But this mother told me what is nationalism, what is constitution, what is parliament. I learned who is a citizen, what are the rights of a citizen. I did not learn all these things from any politician or political party. This is the mother. And friends, then Kabir comes to my mind. Kabir says, Guru Govind do khade kaake lagu paaye, banyari Guru aapki Govindiyo bataye. Now this is the university which tells me what is nationalism, whether should I go to nationalism and to this university, because this university told me what is nationalism. So I think I hold my university even greater, with greater respect than my nationalism, because this was a university. Had there not been university, I should not have known what nationalism is all about. And I want to ask them, what is their nationalism? What is their nationalism? I've heard, I have seen photographs of Mata Bharat. But my mother and mothers of thousands and millions who is in a tattered cloth in a hut, is their mother also included in Mother India? Or it is only some people who have got their mother? So, and I'm reminded of Ambedkar, who point blankly wrote, India is not a nation, it is nation in the making. Nation for them, nation is a social concept. Of course a social concept, but nationalism is a political concept. It's a political concept. So, if if I say that nation has a language, nation has a territory, then India is conglomeration of many nations. Because, and it is not necessary that a nation wants a state. There may be many nationals who are not getting a state. So they are not nationals? Of course they are national. They may not be national states. So one should not teach us that what is nationalism. We know very much. And how, what nationalism? 7 types of conceptualization of nationalism in India. Civilization was commensurate with nationalism. Civilization was equated with nationalism. And which civilization? Hindu civilization was constituted and actually conglomerated that it is a nation. But what about others who live? What about the Dravidians? What about the indigenous people? Because I know Hindu nationalism emerged with the advent of Aryans. You may contest that idea. But there is a temporal history. That temporal history doesn't tell us that you begin your nationalism only with Hindu civilization. There were indigenous people here, you don't count them. People then actually come and they say that composite culture is nationalism. Of course, Kabir, of course, Akbar are actually given examples of that nationalism. But what about other cultures? What about Charawa? What about Ravidas? What about indigenous people, Chokha Mela? What about Birsa? Whether that is also your nationalism or not, I want to ask. If that is nationalism, fine, I will be with you. But if you have that exclusive type of nationalism, I'm not with you. I'm not with you. The lower cultures, so-called quote-unquote lower cultures, you look and then you say that, oh, that is planet. That planet is what is my nationalism. But what about that excreta which people take on their head? Is that their nationalism or not? Are you going to talk about that when it trickles down in the rainy season? Have you talked about that? Is it made in India or not? You make it in India or not? So, friends, when I ask many times on television, I'm not going deliberately because I wanted to ask them, what is the definition of your nationalism? And I think everyone on the social side, you ask what is your, don't say anything, but just ask what is your nationalism. If you think that representation and self-representation is not a nationalism, then what else is? And I am asking that self-representation and rights with self-representation is only nation. But you go and check the composition of institutions, and I challenge, you see only observed reality. You don't have to go and do much of your research. Just go and see the composition of the 10 institutions or sectors. You start with judiciary, bureaucracy, university. Are they representative? Industry, are they representative? Are they representative and having the composition of women, minorities, Dalits, tribes? Do you have that? 25 people sitting in the Chief Justice at the Supreme Court of India. You go and see their pedigree. You ask who are the 100 people. Forbes India has brought out 100 billionaires of the country. You ask and see them. Where are they? Are they nationals only? Or they are only certain sections of the society which you call nation? I do not subscribe to that idea that out of these institutions, no representation. Nowadays, even sports has become industry. And who are the people who are buying the teams? The defaulters of the bank. Malaya. That's fine. Teams after teams. Is your nationalism? You don't question them. You don't question them that how can you make Parle G and also 3G? How can you make that? Youth of this constitution. There should not be accumulation of the wealth. But how only 100 people in the country are billionaires? Is it not accumulation of the wealth? If there is accumulation, then you are also anti-national because you did not owe allegiance to the Friends, I think आज के लिए इतना काफी है क्योंकि अगर कोटा खत्म हो जाएगा तो कल से उधर हरियाणा में शुरू हो गया है कुछ कोटे वाला तो ज्यादा हो जाएगा। लेकिन मैं आप सबको बधाई देना चाहता हूं। I congratulate one and all, those who are here, those who are not, those who are in the library, and those who are hiding somewhere. I congratulate, they are all my students. I love them. I love them as I love you all. I love them because I know students are students. They are not finished material. Of course, they think they evolve, and university is a space where they come and evolve. And we all have evolved. As a teacher, I still count that I am a student of sociology. And I learn from each day. I know how Sela and how all of you are conducting yourselves, not even one iota anywhere of breaking of the people of the students here. They are all students. Such mature population of our university, I call it a country, small country. Let it be. If you can think that you can decimate this country, then I'm sorry. You see the effervescence of this country which is coming from abroad, and you are forced to listen that. And you will listen. I think you will listen. If you will not listen, then you will see that how this small little community of JNUites flung every part of the world, no more actually that you can suppress their voice. So friends, I think this is the time that people say that defeat defines. And I think victory, magnanimity. But I think these both have very, very thin line. So I will request you all, I will urge that those who are sitting still and those who are not thinking that we are on the right path, I think they should come and join us. Let us join and raise our voice before the ocean of silence drowns us. Oceans of silence drowns us. Thank you so much.